Hey YouTubers, welcome back to Charlotte Honey Company. This week's episode, we're going to build a 10-frame telescoping cover for our beehives we've been building. It's a pretty simple build. It's 5 pieces and a little bit of aluminum coil stock. And this is what we're going to end up with. Stick around, let's build this thing. Let's go over our parts list. First thing we have is a plywood panel that's cut 22¼ inches long by 18¼ inches wide. Now we're going to cut out of our 3/4 stock an 1¼ inch tall. We're going to cut 2 pieces at 18¼ inches long and 2 more pieces at 22¼ inches long. All 4 of these pieces are 3/4 stock and an 1¼ inch tall. Then all we're going to do after that is glue them to the bottom of the plywood panel, staple them down, and we're good to go. The assembly of the telescoping cover is super simple. Don't overthink it. Lay your pieces out. Put a bead of glue on them. A little on the ends. And all I'm going to do is put my plywood panel right on top. I'm going to line up the corner. Get it flush. Do I have a staple? And I need a little more air pressure. Be right back. All right, turn the air compressor back on. I got a little more air pressure now. So get them all lined up nice and flush. And then you're just going to go down the line, staple them down. I'll throw a couple in the ends. There's your basic telescoping cover. Now we're just going to wrap the top. Be right back. So now I just take my roll of coil stock. I pull a little bit out of the box. And then what I like to do is just set my lid on there. And you're looking for about 7/8 of an inch all the way around. So I went ahead and measured that. And I've put a line here where I'm going to cut it. Coil stock is really easy to cut. You're just going to score it with the razor knife a couple times right on your line. Then all you have to do is just fold it up. Get your level right back on your line. Give it a push. Push it back down. Back up. And there you have it. Just like that. Super easy. Now we can put our lid back on it. We'll get our measurements all set. Then I'll show you how we're going to cut the corners and start folding it up without any fancy aluminum brake. Stay tuned. All right. So I got my 7/8 gap all the way around. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but get it as close as you can. I put it right on the edge of the bench and I've clamped it down. So now we have a nice edge. And I'll take my snips and I'm going to cut these corners on a 45. Right corner of the sheet metal to the corner of the top. I'll snip there. snip there. Now I'm just going to slowly start to bend these up. Just using light pressure, back and forth. Try not to push too hard in any one spot. You want to make a nice even transition without stretching the metal too much. And once you get it up, much as you can get it with your fingers, I'll take a hammer and a little wooden block, and I'll just start going along the edge, just giving it little taps. You can ride right on the edge of that bend there. All right, that's that side. We'll reverse the lid. And we'll do the other side. Like that. I'll do the other two sides and I'll get right back to you in a second. Now I got it all bent around, nice tight. So I have these pretty cool little nails. They came with, I think, frames. I bought some bee frames one time, and I guess you're supposed to nail them with these, but I don't use them because I like to use the crown staples. So I'll take these little nails and I'll just drive a nail into each one of these corners. I put a clamp across it to make sure it holds it up good. And I know you can't see this very well because I'm blocking it with my hand, but there's no really other way to do it. Gives it a nice touch. And it holds it on. I should clamp it down to the bench, but I'm too lazy. I'm going to do it this way. Just like that. I'll spin it around, do the other side. Not much to it. Gives you a really nice corner. So I got that framed right. It's not going to go anywhere. If you want, you can go along the edge with maybe a staple gun, and you could pop some staples in there. You don't have to, but if you want it a little bit more secure, it's not going anywhere. There you have it. Nice clean top, telescoping cover. I will paint it. I'll paint the inside too to protect the OSB against moisture. As you can see, I've used this board to just squeeze out the excess paint on my rollers when I've been painting. And then I'll paint along the edge. In fact, if you wanted to make it easier, you could paint the whole top before you even put the aluminum wrap on the top, which would make things better. But for the sake of the video, I didn't have time to paint and then let it dry and then go ahead and put this top on. So there it is. Hope you like it. Next week, we'll actually do the inner cover. I was going to do the inner cover this week, but I did not have the masonite in stock that I needed for the inner cover. So I decided I'd skip ahead and do the telescoping cover. The inner cover's super easy. Some people don't even use inner covers, but I will get to that just so we have the full gamut of the Beehive build. Thanks again, and don't forget to hit like and hit the subscribe button. All right, until next week, have a good one.